are powerful at times. So we must be cautious right at any point in time. That's why I said that, oh, let's keep hope alive. We are working. We are in progress. And somehow, some we will see the light, and that is too early for you to judge us at this time. But there are KPIs. We always believe that you have experience, hit the ground running, get your team together to ensure that they deliver, right? And the Northern Forum says that, oh, do not forget, during Buhari regime, this guy also came out and said that, hey, though you are part of what we regret bringing you to power. So the question is that, do they have do they have the capacity to throw more weight on it? We know in this voting that Tinubu got, 54%, 54 million came from the northern part. Should he ignore their statement? Should he trace it back? But do not forget they are also hot. Because an average northerner knows that they are born to rule. When you get to Sokoto, that we are to be in power. We are the one that owns Nigeria. They not get to it and say that the key positions, they are no longer there. Right? Oh, then the CBN part of the ministry, they are bringing it to Lagos. It's either they look at the finance minister, they have a typical person, what they gave them is budget, and they also need to report. So somehow, somewhere, they are witnessing their power, and they don't like it. They want to be at the forefront. They want to be the voice of Nigeria, and we should not be so.
Talking about keeping this hope alive, we'll have the video of the president giving the speech himself. So, actually, it will be on your screen shortly.
Kind of resilience, sacrifice, endurance that we have, we should preserve that for the country. Be kind and be cheerful giver. Love our country better than any other country. That's the only one that we have. And we must continue to protect the integrity of our government and leadership. That's all I need to say for that.
Love our country, yes. The only one we have, yes. I mean, most Nigerians will tell you that they would rather stay in Nigeria than go abroad because what they pay in taxes is choking, you know. But back home in Nigeria, you can get away with a lot of things. You can, if you have the means, you will survive better back here in Nigeria. And the reason people go abroad is so that they can make a living. All right. So, but how easy is it to? I'm asking you now. That's why my eyes are on you. How easy is it for one to say, love your country, when you're seeing people die every day, people are being kidnapped, ransom, outrageous amounts are being mentioned as ransom. You don't have electricity, even though you've been segregated according to the system. System has, further divided Nigerians into classes. All right. How much love can you have for your country when you see public office holders, have the best of everything? Cars, houses. In fact, they don't even go on it doesn't seem like they shop in the same places that the ordinary Nigerian goes to shop, because the kind of monies they mention is in the billions now. It has left, it's now in the billions. And the ordinary Nigerian cannot even boast of what now? 100,000 naira minimum wage, which is what we are hoping to have. We're still struggling within 30,000 minimum wage. How much love how much hope should a Nigerian have?
Thank you very much, Moses. I think Mr. President needs to revisit certain things. And I'll reference this back to the last administration. I think at the beginning of that administration, we learned about body language of Mr. President then, but which never worked the way the majority of us expected it. The president may have the love for the country, but who are the lieutenants surrounding you, and what input are they actually given out there? I have this to say that the things around us does not speak well, that even the people who are actually working with Mr. President love the country. Otherwise, some of the allegations that we are seeing in misappropriation and mismanagement of the commonwealth of this country will not be out there. He has spoken well as a leader to tell us to love the country, but we want to see them exhibit some of these things,
Lots of love.
you know, to the people. People are dying every day. I have a friend, he will tell you that it's not new. People will continue, but the rationale around it. And that's why I have always laid the emphasis to say, when it comes to the level of insecurity that the Arewa Consultative Forum are actually pointing that it keeps increasing, we must start looking at how we can do things differently. You know, this is not just starting today. It started right from 1999 when we took over this democracy of a thing, and we were there during Jonathan, we were there during Yar'Adua. The problem is it keeps increasing with new administration coming in. Sure. And the bottom line I can always say, tell anyone that cares to listen is, I have not seen any consequence of those that are carrying out that act. Most of the time we spend so money taking care of the people. In fact, people in IDP are suffering, but we are having forgiven spirit for those that are perpetrating that act. I keep just opposing that particular thing.
Oh, yes.
You know, the lawyer we spoke to, and so many of my lawyer friends, we say, Sheson, you're talking from the perspective of an ordinary man. I believe in eye for eye when it comes to this kind of a thing. You've actually killed people, and we can confirm, because it's not only when you carry the gun as an informant that provide information. In fact, your work is much more than the man carrying the gun, because if you don't give him the right information, he does not even know what to act on. So as informant, as this thing that people will know, no, he was just corporate, he was just providing information, he's not carrying the gun. As a matter of fact, if it's affirmed that those things should be, we should approach that consequence of saying, let's kill them. You have killed those people. And on that note, I will see the love. That's where I say the love, because with that, people will now come in to say, let me count my losses. If I'm caught in the act doing this, debts, am I ready to pay the price? Do I even have the effrontery? Because we've made it so simple. I have not heard. I stand to be corrected. Or people that have been picked and actually dealt with. Most of the time, the other time we had the chief of defense staff coming to say, majority of these people that were picked up, we take them to follow the due process to take them to court. They are repatriated back into the system. And at times we even give them, bring them into the security apparatus, forgetting that it is not about you carrying gun. The most powerful person that you can talk of when it comes to security issue is the provider of the information. It tells you when the person is available. It tells you the kind of clothes he's wearing. You have that information and you'll be able to eat precisely. And that's why I feel that if the government is sincere about showing love to the country, let's start seeing the caliber of those people that are perpetrating that evil being punished, and we can all say so that it will serve as deterrent to order, and we have peace all around the nation.
All right, then.
Quickly, I'm just going to come to you, Dr. Gani. He made mention of security, which is, I beg your pardon, insecurity, which have bedeviled the nation. Some few days ago, the government brought out a list that these are the financiers of terrorism in Nigeria. And as we speak, no particular court has said anything as regards these guys. Now, the president's coming out to say, I campaigned on renewed hope, Nigerians should please have hope. Is there the possibility of these sentences becoming a political statement that he feels Nigerians want to hear, and then he has to say it? Because if all of this insecurity consistently is happening, and then you are giving your chief of staff a vote of confidence, yet insecurity is still high, wouldn't this just be that his statement at this time is like a political statement?
Every leadership statement are political. Once you are in that seat, you must be in terms of giving more hope to the people. Because you know, it's just like in our side. It is an aberration for you to see a king weep. You see, they just see that you are elite. You must have a strong heart to shoulder a lot of things. And nobody must see. Even that is what is also affecting men. They say that men are strong people. They can't cry. And a lot of men are dying. You don't get it. So most of this comes with a shoulder of leadership, right? And a place of authority, taking responsibility for certain. Even in an organization, you know that they are going to downsize your friend. And the management, that because you are the head of HR, you will not say anything. So this is just for leadership. But when you now talk about, when we now dovetail it to what is happening into the layman, right, about the insecurity here and there. Number one thing we also say, even if we go back to what is happening to better, if we talk about defamation of character, a lot of people will sue people in Nigeria for defamation of character.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because a lot of things is happening. And but now you give us a list. How did we say there are rules of engagement? How do you see it through? These are financial. What can be done to them? How do we use them as a deterrent? For you to have a political will to list them out, you must have a political will to prosecute them. You see, the question is that don't just tell us. Let us see the willpower to follow it through. That is when we are going to give you a thumb up that this person is working.
All right, then. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your thoughts. This is where we have to anchor this conversation today. We've been speaking with Dr. Ganiu Oluwashola, who is managing partner, KJB Professional Services. That's a tax firm. And also Mr. Cheson Okwani, who is a chartered accountant. Is he a chartered accountant? Chartered transport professional and chartered tax professional as well. And I hear he's also a golfer. Interesting one too. Oh, well, thank you very much for coming on the program. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having us.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll delve into business, entertainment, and sports. Stay with us.